Hi, this is Mark DeLeese, and I am so glad that you're watching this video. I have a real treat for you. In this video, I'm going to be displaying the new version of the Covert player, and that is that which has the Flow Player module. As you know, the Covert player does some amazing things for video marketing, and not just for YouTube and Vimeo, but also now for self-hosted videos, whether they're hosted on your own domain or using Amazon S3. I have added the flowplayer.js to it, the most updated version of it, and in this new version of the Covert player you can play self-hosted videos, and it does some amazing stuff. Obviously you can put a video on there. It also adds a nice skin around it, and there's a number of options that I'm going to show you. The biggest thing that I want to show you to start off with is that when you go back to your WordPress dashboard, you want to click on the Covert player. You click on the Covert player, and if you have the developer's version, there's a couple of options here for you. First of all, you have your integration of the Google Analytics. You put in your account ID, and all of your videos will be able to analyze through Google Analytics on each of your videos. Very powerful feature of this Covert player, Flow Player module. Also, if you have the developer's version, you're also able to put in your custom logo right here. You'll notice that obviously on this video right here, there's no logo. It's unbranded. So the developer's version is unbranded. Just let me click play here. It's unbranded. But if I were to come back here, and if I were to, for example, I got a couple ones here. Let me just, here's a logo right here. It's on my server. Let me click on Save Changes, and let me bring it back here, and I will come back and I will refresh this. And you'll see now that there's a little logo called the Covert Player logo right here. And you can put whatever logo that you want inside the video, and it'll play during the entire video. I'll show you, you can put your own custom logo on there. Let me just switch it and put another one on there. Let me just delete that, and I'll put a different URL. This is a different URL from a different logo. And you'll see here that if I come back here and if I refresh, you'll see that the logo has changed. You see that? So you can put your own custom logo right there. And let me just switch it back to the Covert Player logo, since that's my right there. Okay, so you can create any image that you want, put it on your server, and insert it right here. Okay, and let me just refresh. There's a nice logo. Or you can have no logo at all and it's unbranded. Now what I'm going to do right before your very eyes is show you how to do a couple tricks here using the CNN.com style videos. And I'm going to go back into my WordPress dashboard, the visual editor. And what we're going to do, we are going to, on this page right here, the CNN.com text wraparound video style using Flow Player, we're going to put a nice thumbnail right here, and the text is going to be wrapped around the thumbnail. And when you click on the thumbnail, it's going to auto start, and a nice video is going to open up. So let's just go back into the WordPress dashboard. So I'm going to put my cursor right here at the very beginning of it, and I'm going to click on the Covert Player logo. And when you do that, you'll notice that there's now a new module. It's called Flow Player. And you click on that, and you want to have, there's two different options. There's the Flow Player video only, but there's also a second option called Flow Player video thumbnail and text around with embed video. So I want to make sure that this one is selected. Now here you got three different video file options, and what you want to do, you want to use a video converter and preferably have all three. And obviously the MP4 is the one you want to have for sure, but there's also OGV and WEBM video file. And these are great video files to play on for HTML. They play on every browser, mobile, they're responsive. You certainly want your MP4. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a sample video to show you how to do the CNN.style text around with the thumbnail. So I'm going to put in the video here, and that one there. So you want to create a video, and here it says other options. For video thumbnail text around, you want to put in your thumbnail URL. So I'll put my thumbnail URL right there. And the thumbnail width, now you can play with this, but you can just leave this as a default 155 by 100. So what do you want to do? You want to go out and you want to create a thumbnail image and upload that to your server, and put the dimensions of that image right here. From here you put your video width and your video height. This is a small video, so I'm just going to go with 624. It's a small video, that's fine. And just for illustration purposes, and this one's 260 in height. Now we have three different, these are the control bar. These are three different control bar styles, from minimalist, functional, or playful. So we're going to stay with a minimalist. The video line is centered. This applies to when you just have one video on a page, not the CNN style. The CNN style will be left aligned. Here is your different elements that you can control. You can hide the control bar. You can put the play button in the control bar, yes or no. You can have a dark icon set. If you want to have a dark play button or a light, this is the option here. From here, you can obviously put the time on the top left of the screen and so forth, all right? So what we're going to do here, I'm going to put, for example, to show you what this looks like, I'm going to put the time on the top left. I'm going to have the transparent. The control bar is going to be transparent. Otherwise, you can pick whatever colors you want here. See that? You can put the progress bar, can be red or green or any color that you want, and the control bar color. But if I'm going to, for this illustration, I'm going to put it as transparent, which is pretty cool. For auto hide on or off, this is when the control bar, when you hover over the videos, it'll hide. By default, it's on. Here you can hide the time, hide the volume and mute. Enable preload. Enable preload is when you have a video just like this video. This is the preload is on. So if I refresh this page, you'll notice that there's the first clip of the video that's preloaded. And so if preload was off, all you would see is a gray screen with a play button. All right. So when the preload is on, it shows a first video clip of the video. So that's the features there. Here you can put a splash image. So that splash image is at the very beginning of the video play, and this is applicable not to the CNN style. And here you can select autoplay or loop. So I'm going to put autoplay is going to be on. So when people click on the thumbnail, it's going to start playing automatically. Now the skins are applicable to when you just have one video on your page or a playlist. They're not applicable to the CNN style. Okay. So obviously that's what I'm going to do for the CNN style, and I'm going to simply click on Insert, and what that did, that put some short code in there. And I'm just going to click on Update. So now I'm going to come over to the page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this page, and when I do that, there's a thumbnail right here. Now watch when I click on that thumbnail. See that? Very cool. So you see the auto hide? It's a transparent control bar, so you can see the video behind it. And I can change the color of that from any color that I want. The progress bar, I can change it, what have you. So let me just pause this here. Now obviously if you want to come back and edit that video, you can do that right here. You can change, obviously the autoplay, I can turn that off. I can just take that out of there. You notice that if I come back here and if I just refresh here, and you'll notice that the time, let me just pause that, the time is on the top left, just as I selected. There's some embed code in the full screen. There's my logo, my company logo that I've inserted here. So if I click on the close button, it goes back to the thumbnail. Isn't that cool? Very, very cool. Very, very powerful. And you can put a number of different videos on a blog page or your post or whatever it is that you want to do. Next, it also does playlists. So here's my sample playlist. For example, I put a video right here, and it obviously has the splash page image. It has a splash image, and you can put up to 5 thumbnails on the bottom, and it's very, very easy to do. And obviously this is a new page, so I click on the Covert Player button and go to Flow Player, and here we're going to just go Flow Player Video Only, and here I'm just going to use the MP4 and that I've already used before. There you go. And here the thumbnail does not apply, it's just going to be a main video on top, and I'm going to use 720 and by 405. That's going to be my video height. And from here I'm going to obviously go with the playful, just to show you the difference. It's going to be centered. And here I'm going to, okay, so just put an image on. This is my image. I put that on my URL, and it's the same size as 720 by 405 right here. The video height and width, that's the size of this image right here. And here I'm going to put in 4 thumbnails below the main video. So I already have some, and you put that thumbnail right there, okay? And here you put the second video. I just have a number of videos. These are just sample videos. And again, you put your thumbnail and your third video, URL, MP4, and fourth one. And here's where you put the thumbnails. I already got some thumbnails in there. And when you're done, all you got to do is click on Insert. So that's what I'll do. I got 4 videos and 4 video thumbnails. I have a main video on top right here. And I have a splash image right there, and I will click on Insert. There you go. And I will simply click on Update, and when I do that, and there it is. See that? So obviously there's a lot of blue here because my splash image is blue, but if I click on the play button, obviously there's a video there, and here's the different videos. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See that? So I can just click on here, and there's different playlists. It turns blue, whatever video you're on. See that? So this is the Playful Control Bar. It's a different control bar, and obviously it's got you can change the color of the progress bar. It's whatever you want, and very, very cool. And again, so this is the playlist. And so lastly, what I'm going to do is show you how to do the skin. I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to delete all this and just show you how the skins work. Obviously, click on Covert Player, and I'm going to click on Flow Player Video Only. I'm going to add a video. I'm just going to do a sample video, and I'm going to make this 640 by 360. Now, when you add a skin around a video, it has to be a certain dimension, and you pick your control bar style, center it in the middle of the video, and obviously I'm going to have autoplay on this one just for illustration purposes, and I'm going to hide the control bar and so forth. And you'll see right here it says select skin size, and what I have a number of them that are 16.9 ratio, and then there's a 4.3 ratio. Your skin matches your video size, so I put 640 by 360. It's widescreen. And this has to match your video width and video height. This is when you're using a skin. So if I click on Insert, you'll see here that the short code for that is 640 by 360. And I can change it right here, and I'll get into that in a minute. So let me just update this. That's updated. I'll come here, and let me just refresh, and I'll show you the skin around this. There it is right there. See that? So there's and it's autoplay. There's a skin around this. Now let me show you how I change it here. Just let me move this video down here, down the page. There you go. And you'll notice that you can change the skin right here. So if I want to go, now you got to make sure that you go to the correct size here. Now I have these memorized because I've been in this business for a while here. But obviously, once again, the skin sizes are right here. So if I want to go to 853 by 480, I just simply can do that right here. Okay, 853 by 480. So 853 480. That's the skin size. And you got to make sure that the video width and the height matches. 480. All right, and you can change any other parameters right here. Just let me update this, and let me just refresh. You see that? And so it's automatically updated very, very easily, and there's a nice skin around this. And so that's how easy it is to put a skin on a single video, and it works in all browsers, and it's just fantastic. So again, this is Mark DeLeese signing off on the new Flow Player module of the Covert Player, signing off.